Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, we're talking top 10 reasons Carrie Bradshaw was the worst. You guys, so many of you sent me this list, and I appreciate that so much. Apparently, there was a list on Miss Mojo about the top 10 reasons Carrie Bradshaw was the worst. So we're going to go over it and talk about it. I have my own thoughts on it. We're going to talk about what we think is the worst of her and just everything that goes along with it. Thank you to everybody that took the time to send me this. I really appreciate it. Let's get into this list. We're going to get into it, but first, check out my merch link below. I got Midnight Toast, Justice for Steve. It's a load of pants. Or find me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. So again, we're a reaction channel. It's going to be paused a lot so we can talk our way through it. That's what we do here. If you want to see the uninterrupted video, check out Miss Mojo. It's called The Top 10 Reasons Carrie Bradshaw Was the Worst. Let's get into this. Number 10, she was always trying to change big. Now remember, there's that famous episode where she left her hairdryer, some tampons behind, and he ended up bringing them back to her in a bag saying, hey, you left some things at my place. So we have a lot of episodes where she's fighting against him. Yeah, I will say he jerked her around, so I'm so on this entry from Miss Mojo, but I get what they're trying to say. She never just accepted him. She was always trying to change him. Even, I'm working my way through the movies. That's evident in the movies, too. I'm on the second one. He is wanting to sit down and watch TV. She keeps wanting to go out. It's just kind of an ongoing theme for her. Number 9, she bails on her friend for the guy she's seeing. So the example they're using here is when she tells the girls she's supposed to meet him for lunch. She's all the way downtown with the Russian and it's so cold, so she won't be coming to lunch. But the one that's more egregious to me is, do you remember in season 2, she is supposed to meet Miranda for dinner. She ends up standing her up. Miranda's already at the bar waiting for Carrie. And Carrie calls and is like, no, I'm just going to stay with Big. He got dinner for us. He's cooking. So I'm just going to be with him. It was just a real asshole Carrie move. So this one's a controversial one. I know it's a thing that some people do, whatever. But she is a very inconsiderate smoker. I'm not judging the smoking herself. I don't give a shit. Do what you want to do. But she is rude about it, right? That one that comes to mind is the cab ride. Remember when they're having the up-the-butt conversation? And the driver says, this is non-smoking. You can't smoke in the cab. And she's like, sir, we're talking up the butt. A cigarette is in order. So she just doesn't give a shit. If it suits her, that's what she's going to do. I mean, hell, she almost threw away her entire relationship with Aiden because she wanted to smoke and he's not into smoking. So instead, she just starts lying about it. Very inconsiderate smoker. She slut-shamed Samantha. I would probably put this one further down on the list because it was so rude and egregious. Remember the CoverGirl episode? One of the storylines where she's writing a book. I say that because they like to recycle storylines, especially in Just Like That. That's the one where Samantha was with her Worldwide Express guy, and Carrie could not have been less of a friend, more judgmental about all of that. It's just, absolutely ridiculous. So number 6, she can't accept that Natasha will always hate her. Speaking of recycled storylines, because we saw this in the main series, we also saw it in Just Like That. She likes to ruin Natasha's life, and then she can't let go because Natasha doesn't like her. Because of course Natasha doesn't like her. She cheated with Natasha's husband, but still wants Natasha to forgive her. It's so selfish. It's such a bitch move. Ugh, Carrie's the worst. Number 5, she's a sex columnist but has narrow-minded views. Okay, so we see this a lot, right? Here they're specifically talking about the bisexuality. Remember in season 3, she's seeing that guy who's bisexual. She can't wrap her head around that. I'll give that I'm not giving it a pass, but I'll understand it a little bit because, it's that hindsight's 2020. Maybe we weren't as cool as we are, like in the 90s. Whatever the reason. But in general, she does have very narrow-minded views about nudity and not blowing the Worldwide Express guy and, oh God, I'm dating somebody who's bisexual. What do I do? Just a lot. And you'd think somebody who writes a sex column would be a little more understanding and maybe open about sex in general. Number 4, she expects others to fix her financial messes, you guys. The Ring-a-Ding-Ding episode, she is giving Charlotte a hard time because Charlotte didn't offer to fix her money problems, right? I mean, she's the most entitled, selfish person. Everybody else kind of jumps to her, like Samantha offers to help, Miranda offers to help. Charlotte doesn't, and so she tries to make Charlotte the bad guy. It's like, F you. Handle your own mistakes. We're adults. What in the world? Number 3, she treats Aiden like crap. So the entire time they're together, from trying to get the discount when they first meet, to lying about smoking, lying about Big, to shitting on his house upstate that she doesn't like, in the country, and to even bringing Big to his house after everything went down. She's a terrible person. She accepts his proposal when she's not really that into it. It's just, she's terrible to Aiden. Number 2, she makes every conversation about her. This is something that has come up a lot, especially in Just Like That. But after breaking up with Big, she can't stop talking about him, so her friends send her to therapy. She always manages to make everything about her. Even when other people have big news or things to talk about, she shifts it back to her, like this scene here where she shows she got a different purse because she's able to leave things at Big's house. It's just ridiculous. Miranda is hurt, so she brings bagels over but makes the conversation about her and Aiden. But how about in Just Like That, when she uses the "my husband died" in every conversation to try to quote-unquote win or one-up people? It's so weird. Number 1, she cheats on Aiden with Big. So, of course, we know about her affair with Big. She cheats on Aiden, but the whole time is feeling sorry for herself and looking for sympathy for her. It's just so ridiculous. And so Carrie, she treats Aiden like absolute shit, and then again is somehow making herself the victim in all of it. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's Carrie, right? So that's it for the list. I'm dying to know your thoughts on all of this. I would say another thing that sticks out is the whole Samantha of it all and in Just Like That, and how she treats her and is making herself the victim there. It's just so ridiculous, right? I mean, I guess that's more the writing than Carrie, but still, Carrie sucks. Let me know your thoughts below. What are your thoughts on the list? What would you add? What are your thoughts in general about all this? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you're interested in Patreon, do check that out. We're going over the original series, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Stay healthy and safe. Bye-bye.